Hi, welcome. Today I'm gonna do a guide, or more to say, an explanation of what the TDM is in Let It Die. So this is the TDM. The TDM is an abbreviation for Tokyo Death Metro, which is a particular mode in this game. So you unlock this, I think, after beating Cohen on the third floor before it's locked, and you can just simply access to it by talking to this guy. Once you talk to him, different, let's say, windows open up. There is raid, waiting room, my team, and a report. So let's analyze every single aspect. TDM is not a PvP. You won't be fighting actual people, actual other player. You will just ride their bases. But in doing so, you will fight against other fighters. But these fighters are like in the tower, haters controlled by the IA. The only difference is that these haters are actually set up by the person you attack. So what he decided to put in his defense, that's what you're going against. But you won't be going against him itself. It's not PvP. So I start with the waiting room. The waiting room is your room, your lobby, where you're doing everything. Here you can set up your defense. You can put up to, well, here you can see 10 spaces, but actually 9 is the max, because you can have only 10 fighters for now. And so 9 and 1, you will be always using one. So you can put up to 9 fighters. As you can see, you can choose whatever you have in your refrigerator. For example, for now I put in defense my all-rounder. And as you can see, it now will be here on the list. These numbers and the position you see on the left are where they are gonna spawn against an enemy, and the area, this is the first area, which I'm gonna show later in an attack, and this is the second area. You can build your defense however you like, put many defenders, making it annoying, making it strong, making it so they lose time. There are different strategies. I'm gonna talk about this in another video in a better way, especially since, as you can see, right now my defense sucks. That's it. So, going back, here you can purchase alarms. For a small SP amount, you just pay and can buy an alarm which will spawn one of the tubers or Cohen. You can see on the right what will spawn. It changed by the alarm you choose. Then you set the alarm to one fighter. For example, I give it to my all-rounder, and it will stay up for 24 hours. You can buy multiple alarms of the same type. If you change type, it resets the timer. And I think up to 7 days, which I don't remember how many hours is overall. My bad, I removed my all-rounder. It's with square you set the alarm, my bad. I pressed X. So, as you can see now, it has an alarm set up. You can see it by the red sign in the left corner. And so, when a person attacks, if they don't destroy my all-rounder after, I think, 1 second, one of these tubers or Cohen will spawn to help in the fight and in defense. It usually, at the level I am in Diamond, it's usually no problem to deal with them, honestly. But they can get really annoying at times, especially find a reversal tuber in the wrong moment, or that spawns right behind you and hit you without you being able to do nothing, that's awful. So after this there is enhanced equipment. Here you can just upgrade your bank, your tank, your restroom, or your freezer. This is what I have is all maxed out. So 50 is currently the max level for the tank and the bank, which, as you can see up above, it puts your max kill coins and SP you can carry up to 1,000,000. I'm not good with math number in English. Well, you can see up there what it is. And the restroom is the place where you put the captured fighters. You start with 1 space and you can have up to 6. I think this is a decent enough number. It's rare that you will end up with more than 6 captures in a day of TDM anyway. While for the freezer the max is 8 because you start already with 2 spaces available, so 8 new spaces up to 10 fighters. I really hope we can have some more in the future for more hard defenses maybe, or simply more choice. Here there is a remodel where you can choose how your waiting room or lobby will look like. I'm going for a full winter setup, at least for now. I have the giant object in the middle. Maybe you saw that in other videos I did. And the floor. My next target is to get the walls. All the decorations cost death metal. As you can see, the wall, the floor, and the object that you can see dropping from above your waiting room. The decoration around the room costs 4 metal too. And the RC car, I have none because there isn't a free one. This is gonna be what I probably get after the walls. I will get the Picnic Master. I know it doesn't fit right with the winter theme, but I don't like the Angry Angler, honestly. About the rest, the floor, the pillar and the fountain costs 2 death metal, so it's actually not much. The flag, if you want a different pattern, it costs 1 DM, but it doesn't change anything, honestly. While the posters, if you want one, it costs only 1 DM, and these 2 are actually free. They were given to celebrate the I think the 4 million download of the game. And so you can choose one of the 2. I really like this one. It's simply an amazing drawing. I'm glad they choose it. But if you want to, there are many others. For example, I will get the winter one in theme with my room when I feel like it. For 1 DM is pretty cheap. So to conclude this part of the TDM, there is a defense simulation. I won't do it, but if you want to, you click the defense simulation and you will go against your own defense, so you can test it out, see how you do, see how it works, see what's changed. It's actually pretty useful. Or even if you want, just let's say fuck around and try some strange build in TDM, new decals, new stuff, you can do that without losing anything. So this concludes the waiting room part. Here is my team, where you will just see where you are rank up your position in your team. I'm in Tokyo, which is actually a really big team, as you can see, over 2,000 members. And I'm not actually sure where I am. I am 132. It's based on the rank, so the higher rank you are, the higher position you will be. It honestly doesn't really matter much. A report will show you here the defenses you did. So if it was successful or if it failed, as you can see, my defense sucks, so pretty much fails every time. And here you can see your report attack to see the people you attacked. If you want to take note of a name or see what was the defense of a guy you attacked previously and forgot, you can go here and see what you did. I think it's stored up to, I don't know if it's 6 days ago, but I'm not sure if it's based on days or on number of names you can see. Well, here you can see your report of wars and fight against other countries. So sometime here I'm gonna explain this. In TDM, at times there will be wars between your team and another team. When these wars start, you will have 24 hours to attack the... Specifically, you will have a tab in your raid section with all names from the team you are fighting against. What you have to do is attack the most people possible to get points, and the team with most points will, at the end of the war, which always lasts 24 hours, will win. I gotta say, that's not always the case. At times there are cases like, let's see if I have an example. Like this, Tokyo versus Koichi. Koichi is a really small team. It had like, I think, maybe 10 people I could attack. And as you can see, it did only 137 raids compared to our 2422. A huge difference, but they still won, because for such a small team there is an underdog bonus, which I found ridiculously high, because it shouldn't be happening something like this, but it could happen. But this depends if you are only in a gigantic team like Tokyo. Tokyo and California are the two biggest teams in the game. These two are where the most people are. I'm in Tokyo because, well, I was in Italy and it never won a war, and so I went to Tokyo since it's a big team and win most of the wars, as you saw in my report tab. And so what a war consists of, as I said, you attack the enemy. The higher rank the enemy is, the more points you get. You gotta collect more points you can, want, whatever, and at the end of the 24 hours there will be your prize. So if you won and you were in the top, I think if you were the top 15% or more of your team, you will get one death metal. If your team won and you are in the top 15% of your team, you will get 2 death metals. If you are in the top 5% of your team for points made, you will get 3 death metal if you win. Instead, if your team lost, you'll only get 1 death metal if you are in the top 5%, otherwise you won't get any death metal. And that's how the wars are. It's just a raid battle, basically, and it's the best and basically only way at the end of the game, once you've done with all your quests, to get death metal constantly. I don't know now about other teams, but Tokyo has a war every like 3 max 4 days, so it's pretty good. I get 4, 6, at rare time even 8 death metal if we won the wars in a week. So it's actually really good. Sadly, some teams are really small. So, for example, I said I was in Italy time because I'm Italian, so I started there. But there are only maybe 10 people that are really active and big in the game, so it lost most of the wars. So it's up to you to see if you wanna represent your team or win death metal. Choice is yours. I recommend death metal. Sadly, it's not worth it staying with some team. They should fix that, but I guess not. TDM really could use a lot of improvements in the idea. I read around some cool ones. Maybe one day they'll work on it. So, talking about let's talk about the rank. As you can see, I'm rank 92. The rank is based on your fighter grade. So I think there is rank 5, 7 around there when you have a grade 1 fighter. Rank I think 14, 15 when you have a grade 2. Quindi 13, 25, 23, 25, sorry, when you are a grade 3. I think it goes up to 40 when you have a grade 4. When you have a grade 5 it should be around the 60s. When you have a grade 6 it goes up to the max of 85. And when you uncap this grade 6 2 times, it goes up to 91. The more fighters you have on of a grade, the more rank you are. I have 2 uncapped fighters twice, my attacker and my collector, so I'm rank 92. 91 for one, 92 for another. And that's what the rank is. That's just it, basically. So you can pretty much see if someone is a rank 100, which is the max right now, he probably has a full defense of uncapped grade 6 fighters and so on. If somebody instead is a rank 66, it probably has only grade 5 or less. This could help target some people, but don't assume always that a lower rank is an easy attack. It's not always the case. So after that, let's analyze how can I call it? Fighting rank, maybe. I don't know how to call it, but as you can see in the right, I am Diamond 1. There are different, let's say, fighting ranks in the TDM Battle Rush, as it's called up there. And there is Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum and Diamond. So, as you can see, it is up with points. From 0 to 299 is Bronze, from 300 to 6099, no, to 8099 is Silver, then from 900 to 1799 is Gold, and so on, as you can quietly see on the right. So right now I am Diamond 1. What does matter? These are just basically to get the prices you'll see on the right. The higher you are, the most rare and valuable are the prices you get. For example, I am Diamond 1, and so I will get 4 platinum bags and 1 gold bag when on Monday there is the TDM reset, which will send me back to Diamond 3 at 3,600 points. And so on. Based on the rank you are, you will be set back to the start of that rank on every Monday. So, the prices are wait, here. As you can see, here tells you what you can find in the different bags. I am at max. Sadly, there is no 5 platinum bags for whatever reason. And so, possible rewards, as you can see in the platinum bags, you can find orange metal, the Invader decal, which is a 5-star decal, and tier 7 mats. So it's amazing for end game. In the gold bag, you can find Phoenix, a 4-star new decal, and the striker flail, which I'm gonna explain in a minute what it is, and purple metals, but even red metals. Purple are actually really rare. I just found one last day. I didn't even know you could find purple in the gold bag, apparently. And then silver and bronze. You get not only as a weekly price based on where you are bags, but you can get them even on fight For example, if you fight a strong opponent in Diamond, you can get a golden bag. You never can get a platinum bag. Platinum bag are only a weekly price, sadly, but understandable. And so you can get a golden bag or a silver or bronze bag just by fighting around as a random prize if you win a raid. So, what is the Striker Play blueprint or the Kendo Mask blueprint? The TDM is divided in season. The TDM Battle Rush is divided in season. And every season lasts 3 months. So this season is lasting from January and it will end in a week on the 21st, 31st of March, at the end of the month. And during this season there are every time a particular blueprint set that could be dropped in the TDM lost bags. And these are a weapon and a complete armor set. For this season we have the flail, which is a strong weapon, and the kendo set. Everything can be upgraded up to tier 4 plus 14 and can be easily found usually in silver or gold bag, not really in bronze or in platinum bag, thankfully. And just by fighting around, as said, you can get lost bags. So if you do TDM over and over and over, in no time you should have all the set. But of course it's always RNG. I know people that still don't have the flail. And the price changes every season. For example, now there is even the Shuriken and the Evil Wizard armor you can find, but at a really rare drop rate, which are prices from the last season. Once the new season will start, instead, these prices will go definitely away, and the Striker Flail and Kendo set will become a lot more rare, and be instead another new armor weapon will take their place as a normal, more normal drop in the bags. At the end of the season there is even a price based on where you are. This season price will be a special TDM weapon called which is the Flame Band. The TDM weapon version is a TDM version, as obvious, of a normal weapon. It will start right away at where you get it. For example, now I'm Diamond. It doesn't matter Diamond 1, 2 or 3, just Diamond. And so I will get the tier 4 of the TDM Lightning Band right away and could upgrade it to a Cuphead. Instead, if for example somebody is in Platinum, they will get the tier 3 of the Lightning Band and can't upgrade it to tier 4. It will just arrive at tier 4 plus 4, tier 3 plus 4, and that's it. And so on, going down. So that's the final price. TDM weapons are a special version of their normal weapon. They are golden and with a lot more durability in them. So they actually are really good. So I recommend trying to get to Diamond. It can be hard, but at the end of every season they always add, like right now, a multiplier that makes the points going, makes you get 1.5 more points each time, which doesn't look like much, but it actually does a lot in the long run. It's a lot faster now to get to Diamond than it is normally. So I recommend trying to get to it if you can. It's really worth it. So, one thing I forgot to say, and that I got into in this tab, it's the, as you can see, 8 info. There are your team, other team, a red bar, a green bar, and a black bar. So red bar is the enemy team, the green bar is your team, and when these two bars will clash together, a war will start. That's how war will start, and not random stuff decided by the game. And that's how a war starts. To increase this bar, let's say, you got a fight and attack people of that country. For example, let's take Ohio as example. If I am gonna go and attack a bunch of people from Ohio, I find the green bar will get a lot closer, and so on. So if you wanna, you could possibly help starting a war. Of course, it's not only up to you, but to your entire team, but you can contribute in that way. So, to conclude, I show you a ride. When you open the ride, there is this tab with different name of different people. You can choose what you want to sort out these things. For example, against a particular team, based on their TDM points, which are the ranking. As you can see, the first one is 6,100 and so on, based on their rank. So the higher rank first, the lower rated. Based on their kill coins. So the first one having more kill coins or SP lithium will be shown and going down. TDM is the best way to get kill coins. It's fast and it's a lot better than farming them in the tower nowadays. It really saves a lot of time doing TDM. Plus, it's basically the only real method to get a lot of SP lithium to upgrade your weapon in few time. Because the other way is doing the 40s and you'll get like 10, maybe 20,000 SP per run, which really isn't worth it. Just attack a target here and get 64k, and it's a lot faster and better. Then there is the revenge tab. Here you can choose to attack somebody that attacked you. Somebody attacked you, succeeded, stole your money and SP. Here you can see his name and you can attack him back. And in this case, if you attack him back, he won't be able to attack you back right away. You won't be on his revenge table, or it will never end. He will have to search and look for you specifically on your team. Here there is the rescue. Here you can go and if you want to save other fighters that got captured by the enemy, other fighters of people in your team. For example, if I go and attack Zulu 36, I'll go and find Tokyo fighter there waiting to be saved. It's neat because it can show name you really won't see normally, but capturing a fighter, I didn't mention it, but basically at times an enemy fighter can end up stunned instead of killed, and that is when you can capture it. Once captured, basically you will keep him for some hours, and that's about it. And once you get a message, you can check out your bathroom, and you will get free SP lithium and a lost bag, and send that fighter back. That's really about it. It's not like back at the beginning of the game where when you lost a fighter or get a fighter you could make him yours. That was at the beginning of the game was really different, the TDM back then. So even if some of your fighters get captured, just wait some hours and it will be back. It's not worth it to spend money on it. Or if you want, you can go and rescue it yourself. That's that. And here there's the favorites. I have Californian favorites. Here you can see the team you are in favorites. As you can see, it's highlighted in blue. Just go on a team and press square, and you add it as favorite, and it will be in that tab over here. We show you just name of the team, obviously only where you are. I'm in Diamond, so it just shows Diamond. And now I'm gonna show an attack. This is my TDM setup. Maybe I'm gonna do another video about it another time. Otherwise it's gonna be an even longer video than it already is. So, the advice I can say to search for people is there isn't really some helpful way to know somebody has a weak defense, another one has a strong one, and this kind of stuff. The name refreshes if you go in and out. So if you, for example, I saw the max money one ad was 33k, it wasn't worth it, I back out, I go enter again, and as you can see the name are different. So what was I saying? I forgot. Oh. Yeah, there is no way to know if a target will be easy or not for you. Yes, you can use the rank based. For example, this rank 98 will probably have a lot of stronger fighters because he has a 7 uncapped grade 6 compared to, for example, this 70 that probably has only grade 5, maybe a grade 6. But there's no way to tell. There are people like, for example, this Metro. I'm not gonna attack him, but if I want to, he has like 4 or 5 naked fighters, and he's a rank 80, so it's not really that indicative. My best advice is to just try, attack, test it and see. If you find a nice target with a lot of money you can attack and succeed, just write it down or remember it and keep attacking it whenever you find it. The target gets refreshed every day, so every day at a set hour. I don't know in your country. Here where I am in EU is at 11 a.m. in the morning. The TDM will already set up, and so you can attack again the people you attacked yesterday. For example, I'm gonna attack TM Skewer, and if I want to, tomorrow at this hour I can attack him again, and so on. So you can just write down or remember a name. It was easy to attack and had a lot of money, and keep attacking him over and over until you see his defense doesn't get better. So I'm gonna show a fast ride just as an example. I know this guy, so I know I can win. It's not chosen randomly. Okay. As you can see, this is the first part. You arrive with a train to a train station, and here you fight the fighters you put up here. See, that is the fancy setup. I'm not gonna talk about the decals. I'm gonna do that in another video. Come on. He got me. This is gonna be annoying. Improve this defense from the last time. Come on. Nice. Come on, stop parrying. Nice. Ow. Nice. Another one eliminated. Sorry, it came out in Italian. Stop parrying! It's so annoying. By the way, the enemy in TDM you go against have infinite stamina, so... oh shit. Oh, thanks God. Have infinite stamina, so don't even try to make them tired or stuff like you. It won't work. I think it's just stupid because at times they keep rolling and rolling and rolling and avoid your attack as it was nothing, and it's really really annoying. That's why I use the Kamas. This is the second part, the waiting room. He had only one defender naked. If you don't put any fighter in your defense, the game will automatically put the naked defender in it. And so you just destroy the targets you find that are in defense. This time there were 6, and then destroy the bank and the SP bank of the enemy. You don't need to actually collect the money and the SP. Not even when you stun and take an enemy fighter. Even then, just take the fighter once everything is eliminated and go. The game will just count that you destroyed both banks, and so it will give you both money and SP, as you can see now. See, here you show your results. 100% since I destroyed everything. And see, plundered, 64k money, 50k SP. And rank bonus 10k since I went against Diamond 1. The higher the rank, the higher the bonus. Diamond 1 is 10k, is 12,500 Diamond 2, and it's 15k Diamond 1. And then there is TDM points. You get points based on your opponents. The higher TDM points he has, the more points you get. The max is 19. I got 0 because I'm higher than him. And 54 bonus. It's are the points you get when you eliminate a fighter, an enemy fighter. If I remember correctly, is 4 TDM points for every fighter, so up to 36, I think. But right now there is the 1.5 multiplier, so it's actually more than 4 points for each fighter. That's why I got 54 points. And I think that's about it. Here you can see some battles that are currently going on, if you're interested in that. But aside that, not much else to say. Here is the restroom where the fighters you captured are. I have, actually 4. And so I captured these fighters some days ago, not today. Today was my first time doing TDM now that I'm recording this. So as you can see now, I'm just gonna check, and they're gonna get released automatically and come and go back to their guy I stole them. I take them, let's say. I don't know if they are already back or they go back once I do this. I think they are already back and I'm just getting the points in the scene right now, but they should already be back. Or I can keep a guy for days and days, that wouldn't be fair, so I think that's not the case, at least I hope. Free. As you can see, I got a lost bag and SP lithium, and that's what you get from capturing the fighters. Plus there is, if you're interested in trophies, there is a trophy to capture 100 fighters. Sadly, there isn't really something to help with. There isn't something that can really help with capturing fighters or stuff. Some people say that blunt weapon help stun them, but honestly, for me, it's all randomly. I had days where I got 0 captures in 20 attacks, and other days where I attacked 5 times with the same weapon as the day before and got 4 people in 5 attacks. I think it's just randomly, honest. I don't think the weapon mattered that much. Well, that's it for me for the TDM explanation. I think it was clear in my messiness. I know I made some mistakes or was kinda chaotic in my description, but I hope it was understandable and enjoyable. So that's it for today. That was all I want to say about the TDM. If you have some more questions, just tell me in the comment in the video and I will answer what I know. See you next time. I don't know what I'm gonna talk. If you're the decals, special weapon, or the fighters. I don't know. I have already something in mind. We'll see. Bye bye.